So, I thought I'll talk about polarization. So, polarization is something that a lot of people, when I talk, it's difficult to go through. So, our mind is it actually structures things very quickly whenever we see or whenever we get an information from the environment. Okay, for example, it is always goes to good, bad, day, night. So whenever you see a stimulus or whenever you want to structure it into a two categories. So this is how we always see reality. Now, is also the case with, for example, let's say you don't know what is a zebra, you only know what is a horse. So when you first see a zebra, what you'll be thinking is, oh, it is like a horse, it has stripes in it. So you always try to polarize things. That's how your brain is actually working. Now, this always ties into the daily lives that we live in. One good example for polarization that I can give is I think it's a lesson also that I think also that I reflect and I get in insights from. So the other day, I was living near the beach. Now, I wake up the first day, it was around 6:30, 6 o'clock. I go to the beach, it's fun. And the second day also it was like this. The third day, it was a bit late when I woke up. And suddenly, my brain thinks like, uh, it's 7:30. You didn't go to the beach. It's not good that you didn't go to the beach because the first 2 days you went. So suddenly your brain polarized into a bad story. Now I know that, see, I do business. I live on my own schedule. I have my own meetings and I do and I make money like that. So I don't have to stick on a own schedule and then do things. I can take some half an hour out when I'm in the morning and then I can go back to work. I can do anything in, like, I can structure my day in any way because I run my own business. But still, the brain polarized into a bad story because you didn't work at a certain time. You didn't work up at a certain time and you didn't go to the beach, and that's therefore it's bad. Now, this is one example that I can give. It's because that we have been conditioned, or I have been conditioned to that, 18 years, 16 years, 19 years, where you wake up, you go to school, and then you come back and you go to university, you go to college. These things are good. If you go reach there at that time, it's good. Otherwise, it's bad. So your brain is conditioned, or my brain is conditioned to a fact that, yeah, we have to blend in. Otherwise, if we don't go at the correct time, if we don't, we are late, and late is bad. So this is what polarization does to our brain. Every story that we say, we have to make sure, because everything that you say, everything that you see in your world, everything that you see, it's a story. It's a story that someone says, and a story can, and one particular story or one particular stimulus, event, circumstances, events, the people, anything. It can be a good story, it can be a bad story. I don't believe such thing as right or wrong, but I believe there is a good version and a bad version of a story that everybody has. And whatever thoughts that you emotionally charge it, that is the most problem that you're gonna have with. So that is one thing that we can learn, that how you can utilize polarization into a positive one. And also naming things. And I also said this in the previous video. As soon as a bad thought comes, I say to my brain, Hussein, that is not you. That is your old condition. Let's change it. You can't change your first thought, maybe not your second, but you can change your third thought by the story that you tell and you define. That's how naming is very important. And it's also another takeaway is that how, I remember when I was in schools, we have to wear black shoes, blue pant, white shirt, blue tie every single day. So we used to have assemblies. So there is 30 classes in one class. There will be 30 students in a line like this, like this, like this. So there is 30 students, and there will be 10 classes, 15 classes, 20 classes, and there's a whole assembly, and we say the pledge and things like that. And if we wore yellow shoes instead of black shoes, or if the color of the tie is not perfect, or you wear something else, you wear a yellow shoe, you were asked to stand out. Okay, and all these 30,000 students is looking at you. You're always told not to blend out. You have to blend in, blend in, blend in. Otherwise, you will be punished. Not only that, you stand there and you look at that, oh my god, you feel embarrassed. No, every 30 students will be laughing at you. So we have been conditioned in a way that we have to blend out, blend out, blend out. sorry, blend in, blend in, blend in. Now, today a lot of people is not making money because we live in an attention economy. Attention economy is that whenever you have to blend out, show your uniqueness, that's how you actually today make money, most of the people. So a lot of people don't have the courage to blend out, they because they're conditioned to blend in life. So that's one other takeaway that we can have. And I feel like even you don't, a lot of things that you in life, people say don't chase things, don't chase things. What do you mean don't chase things? You have desires, you have needs, you have wants. You can't say that just don't chase the things that you want. But at the same time, one thing is that don't charge your thoughts or emotions on the things that you can't control. That is what you mean by don't chase things in life. Because if you charge your thoughts on the emotions, or if you charge your thoughts, I mean emotion, you put emotion on the thoughts, on the things that you can't control, it's unhealthy. You're creating a lot of stories and polarization in your brain. That you watching a lot of politics, you can't change the world. All you have is your own world that you can change. So you putting a lot of stories, and you putting a lot of charge, and you putting a lot of thoughts and emotion into this politics. What are you gonna get it from? So this, I think everything goes similar to the needs, wants, desire, whatever it is. There is some aspects in life that you can control, and you do that in your according way, and let yourself be kind enough to yourself to do that. And I think the world will be kind enough to you. I think that's how things actually work. When you say don't chase things, people are confused. Like, what do you mean? I want something. I can't chase the things that I want. Yeah, you should absolutely do. In fact, when you look back in life, I think, imagine that you are courageous enough to go towards the things that you really want. When all in your lineage, they took different paths. That's I think, because in an economy, or in a world, or in a population where, like, we are told to condition to blend in, it's very hard to blend out. And that itself is one of the greatest things that a person can do. Because in this, especially when you know that attention economy is one of the main fundamental ways to make money also. So when it comes to making money also, one other thought that I have is, I believe that you don't earn money, you make money, or you get money. Because people say that, why don't you earn money? You can't earn money. See, if you think that you can earn money, I know a lot of people, their product is not very good, but they have good sales. I know a lot of people whose product is very good, but they have low sales. And a lot of people who's very qualified, but they don't have jobs. And a lot of people who is not qualified at all, but they earn a lot of money. They make a lot of money, or they have a very good salary. So whatever you have, or you don't have, you have maybe 10 degrees, 5 degrees, 6 degrees, bachelor's, master's, whatever it is, it has nothing to do with money. Your relationship with money determines how you make money, or you get money in the environment. That is it. If you say that, okay, people earn money, then everybody who is highly skilled should be able to make a lot of more money. There would be unqualified, you won't be like, if you're not skilled, or if you don't have that technical skills, then you won't be able to make money. But I'll see a lot of people who is not technical, who's sitting at the very top of the organization. So I know a lot of businesses, their product is not good, their most of the things in the aspect of, but their sales are very good. So that's why there is some aspects in life that you can control that. There is some aspect that you can't control. Don't chase that. Okay, because, and don't chase them, don't charge your thoughts, to emotion on that things that you can't control. Yeah, I think these were thoughts that is running in my head, so I thought, why not put it. I hope that it helps.